Hello everybody, my name is The Strange Eli and welcome to another video. This video is going to be a little personal, and I don't mean that I'm going to be telling something personal about myself, but it has a lot to do with involving me. So if you don't like videos where I just talk about what I'm doing in my life, then now's your chance to click away. But if you're still here, today I'm going to be talking about my 2017 resolutions and goals, and a lot of them have to do with here on YouTube and my eventual career in filmmaking. So if you like that stuff, then I'm glad you're still here. In my opinion, resolutions and goals are different things. They don't really work in the same way. You can have a resolution and then set a goal to help fulfill that resolution, but there's not really a way to, they're not the same thing. They're not one and the same. To me, a resolution is a very ambiguous thing that you're trying to reach for or trying to do, and don't necessarily have a specific number or calculation or something that can be measured for it. So, but a goal is something that's very specific or very like, you want one correct specific thing to happen. And so that's what I'm going to be the definitions I'm going to be going by as I tell you these things. So let's just get right into it. My first resolution of 2017, and I know that everyone has this resolution, but it's to get in better shape. I know, it's a tried and true resolution, everyone does it, but I really do need to get into better shape. Last year, when 2016 began, I dedicated myself to going to the gym and getting into better shape and kind of cutting down the amount of carbs that I had in my diet. And it did help me a bit. It made me feel better. It got me into some of the best shape that I was when I was in college, which is amazing because most people go the other opposite of the spectrum. But I got into really good shape when I was in college, and it was because I was dedicating myself to the gym, I was dedicating myself to my diet, and it was really good. And when I stopped going to the college that I was at and I moved back home, and all that stuff, I tried to continue going to the gym as often as I possibly could, which was great, except I was doing it wrong. Instead of, doing a specific pattern, I would often just kind of goof around, and I wasn't really doing what was best for your actual body to do. In case people don't know, you should start with weights first. Start with something that will get your body going to burn through those sugars, and then once you're done, you go on to something like cardio, like running or the elliptical or something like that, to help burn away fat. And for me, that's something I wasn't doing, and I have learned properly, and now I'm doing that. And it's made me feel really great, and it's made me feel really strong, and more confident in my own body, and I want to continue that. So that's what I'm going to be doing in 2017, is just continuing to work on my body and trying to make me feel better about myself. And maybe someday, by the summer, I'll be able to take off my shirt at the beach without anyone, without me feeling judged, which is always a goal, which is always a good goal. My second resolution, and this is extremely ambiguous, but it's to film more. I found during 2016 something that I realized near the end of the year, is that regardless of the material, regardless of what I'm doing, regardless of whether or not it's actually scripted or not, I just need to film more. I just need to turn on a camera and point it at something and shoot more often, because I'm clearly not. And so I need to get out there and I need to film things. And as I get into the goals, I'll delve more into that because they're definitely more specific, but I just need to film more things. Now let's get into some goals. My first goal is to finish my 90-page screenplay that I started during November. I had made a video talking about how I wasn't going to do NaNoWriMo that month, and that I was going to be writing a script instead of a novel. And I got maybe 25 pages in before I got very quickly overwhelmed by the amount of writing that I had to do, and I got lost and it just fell apart, and so I never finished my script that month, which was a real bummer for me because I was so dedicated to the novel last year. But it's a script that I'm really proud of so far, and it has a concept that I really like, and I have people in my life who are rooting for me to finish it, and so I just feel like I'd be letting them down if I didn't, and I'd be letting myself down because it's good material. Whether or not it gets filmed doesn't matter, because what I need is a 90-page screenplay to be able to say, here you go, this is my work. And as soon as I get that done, it's gonna be a huge load off my shoulders, and it's gonna be great. My second goal is to make a short film longer than 25 minutes. I had previously said in a different video that I would like to make 2 videos where there were 25 minutes or more, and thinking about it, it maybe seems a little unrealistic. It's not something that I couldn't do, but it's definitely something that's really hard. When I was in college, making a 3 or 4 minute short film took like 2 or 3 weeks to complete because there were so many moving parts. And when I'm at home and there's not people at school who I can hound on every day to get this stuff done, it becomes even harder and there's even more outreaching moving parts. So I really feel like if I make one 25-minute film or longer, then that's great. And I think that would really stand out, and that would be like, okay, great, I did it, like, awesome. And I would feel really proud of myself, and it would be a great example of my work. And then the third goal, which seems a little bit more like a resolution because it is so ambiguous, is I just want to make several short films of really any length. Something that worked so well in college was that a lot of the films that I was making in college, whether it be Paranoia or X or anything like that, is that they were only 3 or 4 pages long. And they were very fun to shoot because they were so short and I was able to get so much done in such a short amount of time. Paranoia was shot in like 3 or 4 days. X was shot much longer, but there was different circumstances and things that were in play there. But it was really great. And so I think that if I just narrow my focus on making anything of any length, and if I just dedicate myself to making them good quality, then I'd rather have a bunch of really good small films than like 1 or 2 or 3 like medium length shit. So that's kind of what I want to do, and I think that's a wise way of going about it because it's something that's not too unrealistic, but is something that is definitely achievable, and I'm very excited to get that underway. Speaking of which, guys, I'm aiming to make a new film this upcoming week. And so next week, I want you guys to expect actual scripted filmed thing, and I'm extremely excited to get working on it. It has to do with the weather because, as maybe you know or maybe you don't, the Pacific Northwest and a lot of other places around the US right now are experiencing really horrible winter weather, whether it be a winter storm, a snowstorm, or just like freezing rain. There's all kinds of horrible conditions, and so I wanted to use the environment as I have it now as a sort of catalyst for the story. So today, before I even started filming this, I already busted out a 1.5 pages of something that I really am proud of, and something that I really want to film, and something that I know that I could do. And so I'm really looking forward to what you guys think of it, and so just get hyped for next week then. Anyways, guys, I'm super excited for 2017. I feel like the goals that I've set for myself are good goals, and I'm really proud of them. And I think that they're achievable. I think that I can totally make it work, and it just makes me more excited to do it because it's like it's not some crazy ambitious goal that I could never reach. I'm not trying to make a whole feature-length movie this year. That's just, it's completely out of my hands. There's no way I could do that without fully dedicating myself and cutting out school and getting like all of my friends plus more. Like it just wouldn't happen. So if I make smaller stuff and I work my way up, it's gonna be great. I'm really hoping that you guys are excited for this year with me because my good content is gonna be your good content. And we'll be happy about it in different ways, but it'll all be great. Alright everybody, that's going to be it for this video. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If they bring back the rating system, go ahead and give it 5 stars, but we all know that they won't. Please, if you like this video, go ahead and tell me in the comments below what you thought about it, and tell me your goals and resolutions, and I love hearing what you guys think, and it really means a lot to me. And I'll put my Twitter down here at the bottom, @TheStrangeEli. So talk to me there because it's a really easy way to talk to me, and I love being on Twitter. So anyways guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.